Okay, so technically I'm not at the library, but the library is like right on the other side of this place. Um, I made a friend here named Andrew, ex-military as well. He was a Marine, uh, and he invited me into his yard. He's doing some cleaning up, so he did apologize for that, but I told him it wasn't a big deal. I mean, I totally get it. He wants to set up shop. He's still building his little area himself for for privacy and stuff. He said I can film. I thought I'd take you guys around. He is going to be cleaning. He's getting tools right now. Whoa, he's getting tools right now. So he'll be back in a minute. But for now, if you guys want to check this out, that right there is basically what they have to work with. This is all of their material to build stuff with. This is what they've managed to salvage and find in different locations. As you can see, it's a normal person's garbage. This is what they would throw away. But here, this stuff is invaluable. So this is his yard right here. That is where he lives. Sleeps in there. Has a nice little setup. And this is his immediate yard. And there he is.
Hey, how's it going? So I'm sure you probably explained already, but I'm just doing
Yes.
basically just some cleanup.
Yep. Already went through that. Basically, let's have a conversation while you're looking. What we've been doing. Well, tell me about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Andrew, and I live and work at the Slab City Library in Slab City, California. I started out as a seasonal volunteer here back in October of 2015, and or rather, that's the first time I came here, and then I came back. I believe it was either December or January of 2015, and asked if I could volunteer, and they said, yeah, sure, and so I started doing little stuff like washing dishes, taking out trash, just simple stuff. And then went and traveled some more, because I am also a nomad myself. Went and traveled some more, and came back the next winter, same thing. And so then, after a while, since I knew all the stuff and where all the books were and proved myself to be reliable, I now actually help with the logistics and actually I guess I'm what most people would consider a manager, even though we don't really adhere to stuff like that, because the library is an autonomous collective, which means that each individual is their own person and free to do whatever they want, whenever they want, as long as they're not harming anybody. The difference between that and me is that I can not tell people that a certain thing needs to be done, but I can go over the list and be like, okay, so, hey, everybody, this is the stuff that collectively we need to get done. You know, what on this list is something that you guys would be interested in doing to help out the library? You know, and then each person or small group of people, whatever, will pick what they feel like doing, more or less, and everything gets done that way. It's very much based on mutual respect. We don't have any sort of hierarchy or anything like that, because you know, each of us is equal here. You know, and there's some of my crew members have skills that I don't have, and you know, vice versa. I have skills that other people don't have, and things like that. So, by coming together and figuring out people's strengths and weaknesses, we can overcome the weaknesses of, say, you know, person A by supplementing with the strengths from person B, and that way things get done much better. And here we are. This is my little burn barrel. I had some paper garbage earlier that I was getting rid of, in addition to some more of those small branches. It's kind of just smoldering right now, but since the wind is not so bad, I'm gonna throw a few more of these in there so that they can burn. And eventually, I'll have this yard cleaned up.
It really wasn't bad when I came in here, but now that you've actually raked up a lot of stuff, it's like, wow, I like it really.
Direction it's headed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So do you plan on traveling some more later on?
Yes. I have the heart and soul of a nomad because I am a nomad.
Right. Well, you certainly gave me some good spots to go check out.
Yes, and hopefully we'll see some of those in your upcoming videos.
Hopefully.
That would be great. And that's my van right there. It's currently not running. I've had some engine problems lately.
Okay.
But I'm hoping to get those solved and maybe go somewhere for like a month or two during the summer this year.
Okay. What's wrong with the van?
Oof, I'm honestly not sure. Real bad knocking sound from the engine.
Is it, what kind of car, what brand is it?
It's a Chevy.
It's a Chevy and you got a knocking?
Yep.
Yeah. You probably have to replace your crankshaft.
That's what other people were saying as well. Luckily, it's very cool today, so it's a good day for a burn barrel type thing.
Yeah, I keep waiting for it to start raining.
Yeah, they said it was going to rain. Sometimes it does when they say it will, sometimes it doesn't. I'm sure it will rain this week at some point, but who knows?
Well, if you're in and about Denver, this summer, make sure you swing by.
Yeah, for
Give
sure.
Give me a ring and swing by.
Yeah, I'll keep in contact. Time for a cigarette.
Time for a break?
Yeah. That's the other good thing about living out here is that I don't have to punch a time clock, so I work on my own schedule.
Yeah.
You know?
So, guys, when he says he works on his own schedule, literally, this is the first time he sat down in, I think, 2 hours of working that I've been here sitting around with him. So,
Just didn't feel like sitting down yet.
yeah.
And now I do.
Well, like we were talking earlier, life here is, it's not entirely free. You have to put in the work effort yourself.
That's where the cost comes in.
Yeah. It's not necessarily that that you pay for the land like you were saying, but you definitely have to work at
For sure.
at creating your own location and
my fence, for example, I don't know if you got a detailed shot of it, but my fence has taken me at this point roughly about 2 months to get to this point.
Really?
2 months? Actually, what month is it?
It's November.
November. So I've been back this season now for 6 months. I got back in June. And yeah, probably at least, I'd say at least 3 months now that it's taken me to get to this point. Mostly because I had to scavenge and gather the materials basically one piece at a time. You know, if I was driving around town or whatever, I saw a mattress sticking out of a dumpster, I'd pull over and grab it and then bring it back here and light it on fire so that I could harvest the skeleton from it. And that's what I build my fence material out of. The posts, I had to find all on my own. I had to dig the holes to set the posts. Everything about this fence, I have put my hands personally and individually on every single piece of this fence. So this fence is 100% like my doing, and so it's something to be proud of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully, once I get it done and test it, it ends up being as dog-proof as I hope it will.
I don't know, man. I've had pit bulls myself before, and they can jump pretty freaking high.
Yeah, he's scared of heights, though.
Is
I'm
he?
mostly worried about the puppy, the one who's about a year old,
Yeah.
because he's good at jumping, and he also really likes to run.
Where are you originally from?
Oh, I grew up in Orange County, California.
Orange County, California.
Yep, I was a beach bum my whole life. And then moved up to the mountains near Yosemite for a bit. I moved around the country a little. Washington, Texas, North Carolina, Boston. And then I started just traveling, living out of a backpack in 2013. And I haven't looked back since. And then I found this place and I was like, oh hey, this is a place that I want to actually, you know, put down some roots, so to speak, and have a home base here.
Right.
So that's what I've been working on for the past couple of years, on and off. So if you're still around tonight, you could try getting some footage from our hill right here of the actual sunset.
Yeah.
It'd be a great ending to one of your videos.
Okay.
Especially like the Slab City video.
Right,
When
right.
you edit it and put it all together. Put the sunset on like a time lapse or something, like that driving portion in your video.
Yeah.
And just have the sunset. I think people will really eat that shit up.
Okay. I don't know if there's going to be much of a sunset, though, with the clouds.
Oh, there will.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Probably even more so because of the clouds. We'll see.
So how many people work here?
At the library?
Yeah.
It varies. Right now we have 4. 4 people total. We got a couple of other people coming in a little later in the year. In the summer, we usually only have 2 or 3. We go on kind of a skeleton crew kind of thing because it gets so hot out here that nobody wants to be out here.
Right.
But then during the winter season, which is roughly from October or the end of October until about March, there's been some seasons since I've been here where we've had closer to 20 people working here. So it varies quite a bit.
And those are the seasonal people you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had the same problem with my truck. I ended up getting a knocking, and it turned out to be a crankshaft bearing had come loose, and I let it run for too long, and it literally wore the not the crankshaft, because the crankshaft is hardened, but the block that holds the area that holds the crankshaft. It wore that down so much that there was no way I could get a bearing thick enough.
Okay, so you had to get a new block.
So I had to get a whole new block. So I was like, well, shit, if I'm going to get a new block, I just went ahead and got a whole new engine.
Yeah, that might be what I have to do. Oh well, it'll be worth it. It's a good van.
Yeah.
So did you get some good footage of some other places in Slab City?
Yeah, I went over to East Jesus, Salvation Mountain, Rabbit Side, the Ponderosa, the hostel, and Laughing Dog Cafe.
Okay.
I went back over to the skate park. I tried going over to the Oasis, but when I went there, nobody was there.
Yeah, they're pretty much only open for like breakfast on some days of the week.
Okay. Got somebody with a bunch of dogs.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
2 dogs that she brought have an appointment tomorrow to get fixed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lady out here that she does a lot of animal stuff and she has good connections with like veterinary care, food sources to bring in dog food. Because in Imperial County, which is the county we're in, it's the poorest county in in California. I'm pretty sure it's at least top 5 in the United States. And the people in Slab City are living far below that level even.
Right.
A lot of people out here have 0 income of any kind.
Right. I caught on to that where just about everywhere you go is either $1 or cheaper.
Yep.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. Because, somebody could afford $1 or $2, whatever, for a beer.
Right.
But, like regular bar prices, like out in the city, $4, $5, $6 for a beer. People out here can't afford that.
Right.
checking out. My younger dog, Sconson, he always does that when she shows up, because his dad is one of her dogs, actually.
Oh, okay.
So whenever he sees it, he's like, "Oh, I know you."
He gets all happy. So did you bring all of these trailers? That trailer?
No, no. The only things I brought here was this truck, that van, the shuttle bus, my white truck, and then I facilitated moving this bus over here. It was already in Slab City. This bus actually currently belongs to my girlfriend. I'm talking to her about buying it from her.
Oh, okay.
But for the time being, she's agreed to let me use it as part of my space.
Right.
That's what.
So does that trailer belong to anybody?
It belongs to the library.
Oh, okay.
During the winter season, when we have a large number of crew, it's used as a bunkhouse.
Okay, yeah, because I looked in there and it looks like there's like 2 or 3 bedrooms in there, 2 or 3 beds in there.
Yeah. I always have to check inside my soda now, because the other day I was drinking a Mountain Dew, and in one day I almost swallowed 2 bees.
Ooh.
On 2 separate times. And I don't know if I am anymore, but I used to be deathly allergic to bees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
I'm pretty sure that's one of those things where if you used to be, you kind of like will always be, isn't it?
Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I can tell you that I have never spat a drink out that fast in my life.
I'll bet.